Hi guys, we are back with our second best of three between Charlotte Tiger, our team from Japan, and Team Efficiency, our team from Southeast Asia. That would be Indonesia, Malaysia, and Australia altogether. Quite the rainbow of nationalities, once you stop and think about it. And Team Efficiency was actually the other team that made it to the grand finals for Season 1. They finished in second prize, did they not?
Yep.
Alright, so I'm a little bit eager to see how this turns out, because both these teams have actually had spectacular performance thus far in the Gold Series. So, predictions, Edison?
I'll bet on Team Efficiency.
You're betting on Team Efficiency? All right.
Yeah, because they got more rich experience here. But Charlotte Tiger is doing really nice, on this season. On previous season they are new, but on this season they're doing really, quite good, I think.
All right. Well, and it looks like we got Charlotte Tiger whipping out that Swiss Army knife composition. They don't have any of the two same identical tanks except for the T1 Cunninghams. All right.
Yeah, but such setup, if they counter the setup like NVIDIA team doing previous match, I mean a much heavier setup, they cannot lose this one. But in the team efficiency, they're doing quite standard, so they don't worry about that.
Okay, so there we are. We're loaded in. And there it is. Gonna be on mines from the first game. Okay, so from what I saw, both sides have the potential to rush the center and try to take it with either their Amex 1390s or the Wenzhou 132 coming from Charlotte Tiger.
But they got one Wenzhou 132, one M13, so if you rush here, I think the Charlotte Tiger will be much easier to win that one because they got two lighting. And the first one, Wenzhou 132 is now auto-loader, so you don't have to load him before up here.
Alright, so spawning to the north, once again it is Team Efficiency, and to the south we have Charlotte Tiger. Here we go, the rush is coming in, and it is real.
Yeah,
Wenzhou 132.
You're gonna shoot him. Yeah, that's what I say. Oh no, he cannot stand there.
Oh no,
he
he's
cannot
stuck,
stand
he's stuck,
there.
he's stuck,
Wow.
he's stuck, and Tanaka's gonna get the final blow on that. I'm sorry, it's Eminence actually.
Yeah, so
Non-penning shots being exchanged, but finally the penetration goes through on Starman. 744 HP off of that guy. 964 and stacking. Question is, how much longer is he going to keep on getting burned like that? That's not good, to be honest, because we just saw Charlotte Tiger lose 1.5 tanks.
No.
For nothing almost, except for about 400 damage.
You choose a 2 lighting and you don't want to upheal.
Certainly not an effective trade by any means, but at the same time, we're going to have to stop and see just where things go. I mean, we have to wake up and smell the coffee because Charlotte Tiger's still alive and in this game. The question is, what tactics do they pull out to try and pull it back and get their advantage roaring for them?
Yeah, and they don't take the chance to kill Tanaka too. They miss a lot of chance there.
I don't want to say that Elite and Eminence are out of position. They're certainly not. But it depends on how the exchange goes here. 354 off of Eminence. He's just going to dive through that. 238 off of Starman, and he is out of the game with a follow-up shot from Eminence. Now it's going to be, oh my god, Iwami on the hit list. He falls in 4 or 5 consecutive shots. 453 off of CT. I4, 726 now, 916, and Lit. Tanaka also very close to falling. 1133 off of CT. I4. 1422. I thought for a moment he might be on fire, but he's taken so many shots that should have killed him but haven't yet, and now it's all up to Shinozaki to try and pull out a win, as well as his opponent, or his teammate rather, Optolisk, and that's 499 damage off of Shinozaki. 227 now.
How many minutes they take? They took like 2 minutes.
Not sure, but Optolisk has just been spotted as well. There's no surviving this if you are him. Look at Elite. He's just playing cat and mouse in the sky right now. Shinozaki might have a chance of taking on that T1 to his side. He actually does. D-Juice falls, and not long afterwards, Optolisk. So, Team Efficiency had that one in flying colors.
They don't make any mistake there, and compared to the Japanese team, you know.
Well, I mean, kind of getting
Yeah.
rammed. Once you stop and think about it, it is to some extent a mistake. But at the same time, the way you ram a tank with the way, I mean, it's kind of self-explanatory right there. The WZ-132, it just stopped right there, and it opened itself up to so much fire from its flank, and we're just like that's dead weight. There's no surviving that.
If you light tank, I want to uphill, you have to rush into the north part, you know, cannot stay on the slope. Everybody can concentrate fire on you. So
It's
it's
just the way the ram
dangerous,
happened.
No, you can avoid that, you know. You are a top driver in not on the random battle where everybody stick together. It's one-on-one. You know.
Yeah, the YOLO stuff. The YOLO stuff. All right.
Okay.
So Team Efficiency takes game number 1 again in flying colors. We'll be back, and I guess like we'll be back with a little bit of post-game analysis.
Yep. Okay.
Just before game number 2. So don't go away, guys. All right, guys, we are back now with game number 2. It's going to be on Prokhorovka. And looks like we got Team Efficiency packing some serious heat. The OBJ416, do you think that means they have the intentions of camping this one out, Edison?
Yeah, but you know, they are 1 point left, so
Yeah. I mean,
if they keep camping, they're gonna lose this one. But no, in
we
the
got an
tanks,
OBJ from CT
T4.
T4.
Yeah, it's
there
4
too.
LOT. You know, his random battle ID is 4 LOT, but he's really famous too. But if we choose the object 416, this tank is not that easy to attack because of they got a lot of slope. You know, it's not like for him.
Both team got an object 4 and 6.
Yeah, but for the team efficiency, they use it just defense.
Yeah.
It's really nice for the team, but not that good for attack.
All right, so let's see how this pans out. This game is, I mean, obviously we're gonna have rushes from both sides, and for the time being, we don't have that. We don't have that Swiss Army knife set up from either side. 3 T69s is gonna be coming from Team Charlotte Tiger, and it's gonna be 2 T32s coming from Team Efficiency. All right, there we go.
A nice 3. I think this is the first time I see a nice 3 on Purple.
But it's not that bad, because of you can rush to the center heel side.
The accuracy on it's pretty okay, but what about the?
Not that okay.
But yeah, but
T32 I3, both heavy tank is not accurate, but last week I saw the Elon team, the T32 they use 90mm gun. Normally people use a 105. The 105 is not accurate,
Right.
but the alpha is higher. But if they use the 90mm, the accuracy and the DPM will become major.
Hold that thought. We're gonna have a big tank fight happening here. This is not too good. Okay, well, this is gonna get ugly real fast. We got Dexter taking 216 damage, 527 Delta onto Hiwami, getting exposed just a little bit too much. 248 onto Star Maid, 341 onto Galtia.
Nice.
Yeah, this is already Charlotte Tiger getting super lit by Team Efficiency. 548 now off of Galtiu, and he's out. Eminence down at 451. Comics losing bits and pieces of himself.
Burger.
Yeah, that T1 Cunningham going YOLO once again. Starman now down to that last sliver of HP. Comics gets out of there. But I mean, right now, just look at the total surround here. Starman out. Opolis gets a kill on a D-Juice, but of course that's a T1 versus a T1, anyone's game. 608 damage off of CTJ4, and it looks like this is a game that's just gonna fall straight into the lap of Team Efficiency. As it's only Shinozaki left in his AMX 1390, relatively unscratched for the time being. There we go. He's exposed himself to 3 tanks, 4 now. Who's gonna get the kill is the real question at this stage. 1078, boom. There it is. Tanaka gets it.
Yeah, they got 5 minutes.
Plateau.
Yeah, it's just capped.
He's
Okay.
gonna save home base. He's gonna keep it from getting captured.
Yeah, you know what? The team efficiency taking a strategy like Immortal used before. They just use the heavy tank and rush those mid tank and light tank. But how to avoid such attack is how to defend such attack or revenge. They have to take higher, longer distance to sniping those heavy tanks. On this match, the Japanese team they all stick together. That means that's somewhat like you tell a heavy tank that just come here and kill me. Yeah, because I think the Japanese team is not. They don't have that rich experience on this one. They don't know if all heavy tank rush in. We only have a light tank. We only have a mid tank. You cannot counter about that.
Do you mean maybe they tried to employ a new strategy, but it didn't work out well?
Maybe they trying to burst through, trying to attack or something, but they don't familiar with what's gonna happen there. Because if the team like PvP, they saw you got a lot of heavy tank. They know what you're gonna do.
Well, I also I kind of look at it this way because, like, in my perspective, what had happened was Shinozaki K in the AMX 1390 from Charlotte Tiger. What happened was he went up there, then I think never mind. Because how stupid of me to forget this. Once you spot a tank, you have vision of it for 10 seconds no matter what. I thought maybe okay, well. Team Efficiency just says, well, let's just regroup in this way and just, kind of rush in that way. But they had no vision of their enemy team. So, I mean, it feels in my perspective like Team Efficiency maybe got a little bit lucky. What do you think?
Because
Maybe they just had better coordinated fire.
Yeah, they have better reaction. If the Japanese team, they use the light tank on the side, like east or west side, they're waiting for the heavy tank. They come up, they can shoot their side armor, that's okay. But because of Japanese team choose 3 T69, if they see the heavy tank there, they would use the hit run in first loading. So
Definitely.
they only can penetrate the front armor of the heavy tank. They cannot shoot the side armor. So they have to fast them. I mean, they have to fast the heavy tank. But the team efficiency will feel very happy about that. You know, the heavy
Yeah.
tank is gonna just rush in and show up later on, and you cannot penetrate it. And then finally you gonna go kill there. That's it. If they don't use the light tank to protect their trying to attack the heavy tank side armor, they won't win this one. But problem is the T69. Too many T69. We do we talk too much?
Maybe.
Okay.
But I mean, like, let's just think about it. I think that makes some sense. I mean, the composition was a little bit stale coming from Charlotte Tiger with three T69s, excuse me.
Yeah, because of we ever use 5 T35 to counter 5 T69.
Yeah.
It's really easy to win.
All right. Well,
okay.
let's take it into what could potentially be the final game of the evening after this short break. This is it, guys. Score is 2-0 in favor of Team Efficiency versus their Japanese opponents, the Japanese juggernauts known as Charlotte Tiger, who are now loading into a game of 5 AMX 1390s. Coming from our opposing team, however, it's going to be Team Efficiency. They've got an OBJ416, a Pershing, whoa, what is that? Right there
Indian
at the bottom.
Panther?
India Panzer.
Wow.
Indian
I think
Panzer.
it's the first time we
A
see this.
medium Panzer.
India.
Indian
Panzer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Indian Panzer.
So wait, that's a German tank?
Yeah,
It's a German tank.
Mid tank tier 8.
Wow.
Really nice DPM.
Okay, let's
high
see how this
penetrating.
pans out. Let's see what happens here.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we've got Charlotte Tiger going full-blown YOLO swag on this one.
Yeah.
And for the time being, we're just going to have Team Efficiency going on the defense. They've got to do that
Yeah.
if they want to win this.
Yeah. If the team defense is, they trying to rush the middle or west part, and the Japanese team, they just rush. watching, they got really high chance to win this one because of they only have 2 auto loaders. So on the short time frame, maybe 10 seconds or 20 seconds, they can. I mean, the Japanese team can kill at least 2 medium tank at least and run away. Because of team efficiency, do not have any lighting, they may not catch them.
All right, well, let's see how this pans out. I mean, like, Charlotte Tiger could not take a draw here. They have to go home with a win in this game. Otherwise, this entire best of 5 is going to go straight into team efficiency's pocket. They're going to get the win and everything else correlating to that. For the time being, we got team efficiency kind of rushing down the west end of the map, while we have Charlotte Tiger working their way into the middle. They're going to be there first in their AMX 1390s. That's the only advantage that they're going to have for the time being. But the turret depression on that is not so great. Okay, so for Charlotte Tiger, the AMX 1390s turret depression isn't that great.
Yeah, but it's not that important right now, right here, because of the enemy got pretty nice turret. Yeah.
Bono gets the vision on those 3 tanks working their way up the middle. So the question is, what decision does the rest of the Charlotte Tiger team make, at the moment? So, Renmo, not Bono, is actually on top of that hill. And I don't know if he can make a shot without, exposing himself at the present position he's at. Right at this moment, we've got Eminence and Dexter pointing, just keeping him pre-aimed, if you will. Mm-hmm. And if he does come forward at an angle that's going to allow him to get a shot on those blue tanks at the bottom of the hill, I mean, they're just going to retaliate and return fire, basically. So the question is, what decision does Charlotte Tiger make in this position? Okay.
What do you think the Indian Panzer is for?
Yeah,
firepower, maybe?
The DPM is quite nice. The only problem is the tank takes much longer aiming time compared to Persian.
Okay.
Yeah. But for the close battle, I mean, like with the short range, you don't have too much time to aim. You got a lot of advantage on this one, compared to Persian.
Okay, so does it have a very good turret as the Persian?
Its turret is okay, but it can bounce a lot, but it's not that reliable because of sometimes you got a lot of bounce and sometimes you got a lot of penetration. So
okay.
I really wonder how come it could happen, but
looking at what's unfolding on the minimap right now, 3 light tanks. That's all we can tell. It's probably got to be 2 T1 Cunninghams accompanying an AMX 1390.
Yeah. But, I think the Japanese team gonna trying to capture the base and they use the light tank, like the T4 and the Starman. They're trying to sniping anyone trying to rescue the base.
All right. Well, I mean, like, if we check the positioning right now, it's not all that spectacular. But oh man, and look at the exchange of fire here. 469 off of Elite and 594 off of Renmo. If you want to ask me, which one was more worthwhile, of course, it definitely was not for Renmo there.
Yeah.
Or Renmo, excuse me.
Yeah. He can shoot one shot and then leave there. That's okay. You will stand there for 5 seconds. You gotta come and fire there.
Okay, well, the capture has begun, and this is going to force a reaction out of team efficiency. They have to do something now.
Yeah, they have to go back and try to reset the capture, but right now they cannot do that because they are stuck there.
Yeah, Starman is now lighting up Dexter, missing actually now, and Eminence is dodging bullets like rain as well. There is a tank on its way back to the capture circle, but I can't tell which one it is in the present position. It's Ozek 9, and he's in a T1 Cunningham. He's going to need the aid of a teammate ASAP. 72% at that capture right now. 75, as I say it again.
Uh-oh.
There has to be a shot that's going to hit it. 91%, 92, 94.
Okay,
And I don't think, there it is, 100%. Charlotte Tiger brings out the win.
Wow, nice interception by who's his name? Shinozaki.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he went...
ran the T1, but, even T1 coming up, he gonna die there. So
T1? I mean the Indian Panzer, right?
The Indian Panzer did not have time up here.
Okay.
So he just ran the T1.
Right, that was a YOLO human shield, if you will, coming from coming from, I'm sorry, who was that? Who was shielding the 2 T1 Cunninghams? At the last
Shinozaki?
Shinozaki? Shinozaki. Okay, so I mean, he's chosen the AMX 1390 in other games before. I think that just kind of shows, you know, just how good he is with piloting it, if it makes sense. You know, he knows exactly how to put himself between himself,
Yeah.
or excuse me, between his teammates and his enemies to, you know, just
Yeah, the problem for the team division, maybe they're trying to do something different, you know, a new strategy, or trying to test the India Panzer, you know.
or even
But-
play for fun. you know?
Yeah. But you know, if they don't have a light tank there, it's really hard to rescue the base. you know.
Right.
Because of you have to up the high ground on the hillside, but your enemy gonna shoot you from another
Oh, yeah.
higher hill. So you want to rescue the base. You have to go to the lower part on the west, but it takes a longer distance. So you need a light tank there.
Okay.
Yeah, if you
well,
don't have a light tank, you don't have a chance to reset. That's it.
yeah, I mean, that was just hook, line, and sinker, to be honest. I mean, I thought 5 AMX 1390s would have been dangerous, but it seemed like just the thing that Charlotte Tiger needed to
Yeah.
do in order to win. So, let's see how this next game goes. It could potentially be the last one after this short break. Alright guys, we are back now with game number 4. This one's going to be on the city map and scanned, of course. This is actually a very, I guess you could say, close quarters combat map, if you will. We're talking about 3 AMX-50s and 3 AMX-50s for both sides. And 2 IS-3s, I imagine, from both sides. We
Yeah.
actually can't see. Oh wait, there's 3 T1s for the time being, so the loadout is not complete.
Yep.
Coming from team efficiency. I think they're trying to determine who's going to go in with the final IS-3 or if they're going to get a Chinese 110. For the time being, well, I think we're just waiting to
What?
see how. Whoa, like this?
No,
Okay, okay,
they
there
are
we go.
not started yet.
All right. So wait, they haven't swapped it out yet. Just a minute. I was about to say, why are we getting started right now? We're at 3 T1 Cunningham's. We're missing a tier 8 tank here. There we
Yeah.
go.
I
Dexter?
think they're still.
Yeah, the production crew is
Yeah.
getting just a little bit over eager, if you will. Definitely. Okay, there we go.
2 I3, I see.
So 1 IS3, and we're missing something else. There we go. 2
Yeah,
IS3s.
Tanaka.
It's going to be for team
Yeah.
efficiency.
Let's change your player.
All right, well, see how this goes.
Yeah, both sides have the same setup.
So I mean, at this stage, it essentially just comes down to shot calling, coordinated fire, reflexes, things like. I don't know about that. Like, how quickly players react to the moves that the enemy team is making, and of course, commander decision making.
Okay.
All
I
right.
think that both team, the Japanese team, unless previously they create a new strategy, they trying to use the T1 cover I3 and push a line 6 the railway.
Oh.
After that, a lot of teams, copy the same strategy like that.
Oh, so that was invented by.
Yeah, it start from the. What's the team name?
Patriot.
Yeah, Team Patrick.
Okay, so Juice kind of breaking through there just a little bit. He's splitting up the team for the time being, it looks like. But spawning to the south, it's going to be Team Efficiency, and to the north, it's going to be Team Charlotte Tiger.
Yep.
Kind of a 50-50 split coming from both sides for the time being, so I feel like coordinated fire and what tanks went in which direction is one of the more important parts of this tournament. Ooh, already Plateau X taken out of the game.
Ouch.
Yeah, I mean that was
That's
one.
okay, The T1 is full separate.
It really was just one hell of a shot, to be honest. Renmo there, kind of exposed. He's looking like he might stand to get hit there in just a minute. But
Don't worry
Hatsune
about
Miku's
that.
taken down in
It's a
exchange.
T1, The T1 is full cover. Oh!
Oh wow.
So much.
Renmo
Two
taking,
front.
yeah, 286 in exchange. Dexter takes 276 himself. Renmo actually, he's in a bit of trouble there in that present position. I would not want to be in there if I was him. All right.
One exchange, I see.
And yeah, it's a little bit scary to be honest, but both sides are playing their picks really.
Yeah, both sides use the T1 to cover.
I think it's the IS-3 sniping right now is what's happening.
Yeah.
All right, so Tanaka continuing to push down his opponent's his teammate's body. 364 damage off of Renmo yet again, getting a
Yeah.
little bit unlucky with the picks, if you will. Actually getting dealt the bitter end of the bargain, rather. Okay, so this is looking like a situation that we could actually see Team Efficiency take advantage of. There's a heavy tank on the other side of the wall. There we go. I think it's been revealed as Shinozaki.
Yeah, but right now, team efficiency is really dangerous because they know you got heavy tank on its part, so they can just rush you, on the city.
Indeed.
Yeah, they have to run away. Okay, they already run.
Yeah, they realize right now they need to make safe decisions. 415 damage off of Shinozaki. And at this stage, essentially, if Team Efficiency just takes a draw, they've already won. But that option may be off of the table for them, as they are missing a single T1 Cunningham. Or actually, they're missing both of their T1 Cunninghams. They're out of the game right now. Tanaka and Dexter going to go ahead and push through the center of the map and catch Opalisk out. Of course, he's in a T1 Cunningham. If he gets taken down, then I think a draw comes back on the table. There we go. He falls. It was actually Tanaka that took him out of the game. And now, who is going for a capture? 276 damage off of our tier 8s at that position. 547 right now. They've got to dive for cover. They realize it at the moment. And now, Juice, Elite, and Comics are trying to work their way back towards that end of the map.
Yeah.
427 off of
The
Juice.
Juice is really dangerous, right?
Yeah, he's in a lot of
Really
trouble.
dangerous.
324 HP, 655 at the moment.
Wow. He don't have a chance to leave.
It's looking increasingly weak for him.
Whoa.
Excuse me. Tanaka actually getting a nice hit there, 393 damage. Renmo is going to get the finishing shot, ironically, since he took the most damage on his team at the beginning of this game, and now the situation has turned into 4 versus 5.
Yeah.
Certainly not in favor of team efficiency.
Yeah.
323.
Okay.
Oh boy, 294. Renmo actually getting hit and lit up quite a bit. 591 off of Tanaka. He's just as lit. 894 now. Down to the last sliver of HP, and he goes. It's a 3v5 situation, and this is not looking good for team efficiency. They have to look strong in this position if they want to win. Elite now trying to catch them out of position. 411 damage off of him. 297 off of Renmo. One more shot, and that takes Renmo out of the game. 306 now. Starman, 625, and one more shot will remove him.
They don't want to mind the EV. They know you are on the reload right now. So,
Right,
yeah.
374 damage.
They have to check him. Check. Yeah, that's it.
Elite
Check.
is
Over.
out of this game, it looks like. Boom.
Okay.
So that's a little bit drastic, I think.
Yeah, but I have to say, the attack on the railway is event created by Japanese team, so they know how to break that. That's what we see that, you're trying to attack from the railway, I cannot rush you on the city. That's it.
I mean, right now it's 2-2, and the next game is winner takes all, which, stop and think about it. Who are you rooting for? Now it's all down to one game that determines who wins that next 3 points.
Probably there's a Ruinberg, right? Last one. Yeah, if the Japanese team on south, I bet they cannot camp on the south. I bet. They cannot take one like Joe.
Well, I mean, these are the first prize and second prize teams presently, right? They're first and second. They're tied. So, I mean, I think if they take this as a draw, then it's really not a big loss for either side.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, let's see what happens after this short break, guys.
Okay.
All right, this is it, the final game, and it's gonna be played out on steps.
Okay.
This map,
Yeah, we got a really less chance to draw right now. You know, I saw it's a road book. Oh,
definitely.
Okay, it's a
That-
step.
This is actually, I think, the least played map, simply based on the fact that
Yep.
it's very wide open. But at the same time, there's a lot of cover, and I mean, it feels like there's just layers upon layers where you have to risk rushing through and not getting shot
Yep.
in order to win.
Yep. Okay. I think that's the first time we casted the step, right? It's the first time, right?
On season 2, yes.
I mean, Gold Series. Yeah, it's the first time because of people. I don't know why the people do not like this map. You know, someone like Pokonovka, but it's the map is really funny because they got a lot of different strategy here, but maybe it's too complicated. So
Oh yeah. Maybe.
yeah, people don't like such style. But
All right, well, thus far we're still waiting for the tank selection to load out.
yeah,
Honestly, who do you guys think is going to win this?
maybe you're gonna take a draw.
That's what I'm thinking.
I guess the Japanese team they gonna use much heavier setup and trying to defend. You know.
Well, I mean, like, that's obviously what I'm thinking, too. I mean, I think both sides are going to play this out as conservatively as possible. They're like, okay, well, we haven't got any losses. We don't want to lose, so if we take a draw, we at least, we get 1 point each, and we can kind of back out of this, if
Yeah,
that makes
yeah.
sense. Neither side would actually lose if they were to get a draw. So I'm thinking maybe in this kind of scenario we could see anything happen, win, lose, or draw. But I mean, at the same time, that's the only thing that can happen realistically.
Yep.
I don't know. I think a draw is going to happen though.
Yeah, it's really possible because of even the team efficiency. They choose one T32 with two T69, and they are on the north. You know, if they have the 3 tank on the north, that's really easy to defend. If they choose two T32, they won't push. I think.
I think. Well, never mind. There were actually a good number of AMX 1390s just a minute ago. Okay, there's one. Is it going to be? What's the final tank going to be coming out of Starman? Is the real question. There's already two T1. There's already two T1 Cunninghams.
Yep.
A T32. I feel like the T32 is going to be sitting right next to the OBJ 416. To help defend it, help keep it alive. But I don't know what else is going to happen, to be honest. Just my gut feeling, to be perfectly frank here. All right, so what's Starman gonna load into this game with?
Maybe T32
All right.
machine.
So everything's fully loaded out here
Okay.
from
Okay.
team efficiency.
Yeah, they got two T32, two T69, one M13. Pretty defensive setup.
All right, so team efficiency is prepared to take a draw this game, it looks like. And now we're just waiting for essentially Charlotte Tiger to pull out their final tank. Hopefully he's not in the bathroom. We actually have an IS-3 in the lobby, but I'm not so sure if that's the most likely choice to go into the game with.
Yeah, but maybe Persian, I guess. Persian T32 is both good for defense, but because of the Shark Tiger on the south side, it's not that easy to defend compared to North. North is quite easy. Okay, T32, right.
I guess the only thing we can do right now is actually see the waiting game. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Two T32s, an OBJ 416, two AMX 1390s.
Oh, Japanese team on the north. Okay.
Mhm. That's gonna be more armor, I feel.
Yeah, because they can stand on the northeast and they're really easy to defend, but I don't know why they choose the object 416. The gun depression is not good at all, so it's not that easy to use on this map. Maybe it's gonna make a problem if they choose a Persian or T69. I think it's much better than the object 416 on this map. Okay. they're gonna start.
Indeed. Here we go, guys. This could essentially be it. All right. Well, what on earth just happened to the loading graphic, guys? Hashtag made in Taiwan. Okay. Well.
They never play on the step, so it's the first time. Maybe we gonna
All
have
right,
a
yeah,
next
that
one.
makes. Challenge accepted, Edison. I think you're absolutely right. They probably don't have the steps loading graphic.
Yeah, maybe okay. The step maybe not in the map poll because of everyone banned that. You know.
All right.
Just kidding.
So we just finish the other first.
There we go.
Okay, Shell Tiger gonna take it northeast. That's right. So maybe they're gonna set up T32 on the C8 and the C9, C8 and B8.
Well, I think one thing's for sure, we're not going to see a very short game on this map. I mean, they can take quite a while to get finished, at least particularly on this one because...
Do you see the team efficiency go to the west part? That means they're gonna take the capture strategy. They're gonna push. They won't defend this one. Maybe they're gonna hide the T1 and waiting for last 2 or last 3 minutes and then trying to rush in the capture. So even they fail, the T1 gonna hide on the base or hide on the west part. So they still have a chance to draw. It's pretty sad, I think.
All right, so here we go. At this point, I feel like this is kind of crazy coming from team efficiency. I feel, but I mean Tanaka's gonna poke his head out there, and I feel like he's putting himself in a lot of risk by doing that.
Yeah, but you know, I think Japanese team they shouldn't set up so many light tank on the base. You know, it's too dangerous because of the distance, only like 100 meters. So you set up 1, 2, and 3. That's no difference. You know, only take risk.
All right. Well, I feel like if Charlotte Tiger, I wouldn't say, you know, if they open their eyes just a little bit more, if they had some more vision in the forward position to the south, they could see that, like, it's basically wide open for a rush, but I'm not so sure about what directions you can fire from in the southwestern end of the map, as this is one of my least played maps
and
myself.
The team efficiency already go back to their best. If they're trying to go to another way from middle and east, you know, they took another 2 to 3 minutes. You know, it's not that easy to win. So okay, they all back to base and trying to defend. So maybe we can, you know, have some tea for 4 minutes.
Maybe, yeah. We need some tea for the next 4 minutes.
Yeah, I already have one.
All right, so honestly, you know, it looks like that most likely scenario we said would happen is actually going to happen. It's going to be a draw.
Yeah.
Maybe. What we'll probably see is maybe the T1 Cunninghams relocate themselves to the outer edges of the map to make sure they're never captured.
Yep.
And then both sides will exchange
I
the tanks.
think in the beginning maybe the team division they trying to capture the base on the north, and after they go to north and find okay we got so many scout here, we got some spotters, so we don't want to take a risk to rush in. So that's over, I think. I won't say that the Japanese team gonna rush to the south side. You know, it's too risky too.
Okay, well, I mean, it's a gradual push thus far, but at the same time, I mean, Charlotte Tiger, they I think they know that there's nothing on the other side of that. Yeah.
Even waiting for the T32 drive from south to north or north to south, it's taking 3 minutes, so they don't have a chance to win this one too.
Yeah, there are some shots being fired though. Just I say that, but looks like nothing connects thus far.
Okay.
Free Cam is actually doing a good job of getting vision of everyone at the moment. Plateau knocks over a tree. Shots going into the hill. I think that was blind fire, 100% blind fire. But wait, Plateau is actually being targeted.
Yeah, it's spotted by Tanaka and
Hatsune Miku.
Yeah, Hatsune Miku.
All right.
Yeah.
Shirazaki's been spotted as well. And he's showing up in an AMX 1390. He means business in that thing too.
Yeah.
All right, 3 minutes to go on the clock. Let's see what happens at this point.
Shinosaki. Wow. You know. it's so risky there. Maybe okay, he's cute, you know.
No, this is, I hate to say it's anticlimactic, but I feel like game number 3 was a bit of a throw coming from Team Efficiency. I mean, they donated capture to their guys, but it looks like, again, the sum of all fears has happened. We've pushed it into a 2-2, and now it's looking like it's a draw because this is also a miracle comeback from Charlotte Tiger. No one taking any damage yet with the rain of fire.
Yeah.
Like,
Because there is a show here, so maybe it's not that easy to hit the target, I guess.
Right, and it's a T1 Cunningham, so it isn't actually quite a small target, to be honest.
Yeah. Okay,
we go.
finally,
Taken down now by Team Efficiency's Comics.
Okay.
With quite a satisfaction, I bet he must have at the moment.
Okay, yeah, and Japanese team poor back. They just want to wait him for the time over.
Yeah, I mean, both sides are like, okay, we've got about the same amount of points. We don't want to throw anything, so we're just going to draw for the time being.
Okay.
No reason to tarnish our record or anything like that.
At which map the Japanese team win? The first one is the Cliff, right?
Japanese team wins on
And
Cliff and
Hemims-
Ensk.
and the
Third
Hemims
map
though.
was
Oh yeah.
third
The
map
Ensk-
was Cliffs.
Yeah, Cliff and
Himmelsdorf was game 1. I remember that much.
No.
No,
Game
Mines.
1 is Mines.
Mines.
Himmelsdorf was banned.
Oh, my mistake. Sorry. Yeah, that was actually game 1 of set 1. My mistake.
Yeah. The first match is Mines and the Japanese team make a big mistake on the light and rush here, right? And
Oh yeah, that's
yeah.
right.
I mean, Wonjo 132, he shouldn't run the M13 and stuck on the slope, somewhere like suicide.
Right.
And the second one is the Prognovka. They didn't figure out a heavy tank strategy, so they lose that one. So on last 2 match, I think they are not that familiar with the strategy. So they lose that. But on the Insk, the rush railway strategies they created, so they know how to break that. And on the Cliff, no, I think they're doing really nice on Cliff. So that's not great style.
Well, I mean, this is it. 20 seconds on the clock. We all know it's going to end in a draw. I mean, not unless there's some kind of a nuke that falls down from the sky and kills all of the tanks in this game. But, I mean, the ultra-conservatism has basically shown itself through at this point. I think once we loaded into this map, we knew it was going to be a draw from start to finish all across the board. And I believe now this actually puts both teams at about 7 points, 8 points, 9, 10 maybe.
Japanese
8
team
points
might
for
be
each.
8.
Yeah, 8 points.
No. I said team efficiency is 10.
No, I think they got 2 wins and 1 draw each.
Okay.
We can find out day after tomorrow.
okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
we'll see the standings all over again then. So, I mean, I have to stop and think about this. I mean, we've kind of seen a few draw scenarios. This isn't the first time it's happened, definitely.
We got 2 draws.
2 draws
Two draws
previously.
today. I mean, totally. I mean, the whole matchup is draw. We got 2 draws today.
Okay, so we got 2 draws like that. 2 draws today?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
man.
The first one is PP versus Nvidia.
Right, one, then both of the following games were actually draws.
Yep.
Yeah.
Draws on Cliff and Ensk.
I know.
Mhm.
It's a little absurd, but I mean, like, do you guys think this is becoming painfully common to watch now? Like, too terribly common?
Yeah, but
I think it's okay.
yeah, because of they are a strong team. I think the 4 team is really nice.
Yeah.
They are not weak. So after the score like 2-2, they take a much safer way. They don't want to take any risk to lose that one. Especially for first match, the Nvidia and PvP. They cannot accept any loss again.
I mean, it's completely understandable once you understand the situation from all of the teams that are involved. They're like, well, I mean, when we had NVIDIA Aces going up against PvP Super Friends earlier today, they were thinking, well, we don't want to get any worse off than we are already.
Yeah.
But at the same time, neither team was really willing to gamble in their position and say, hey, we need to actually get a win in order to advance ourselves.
Yeah.
When we look at the position from both of the teams right now, first one being, Charlotte Tiger, and the other one being Team Efficiency, both sides are just like, well, we don't need the win. We're already at the top.
Yeah.
So it's kind of weird. It's a little bit strange. I mean, I was pretty sure. I think, to be perfectly honest, the last series I would have expected to end in a draw was the NVIDIA Aces versus PvP Super Friends. From a logical perspective, both those guys have the same scores right now.
Yep.
If they want to get a stronger lead in the Gold Series, they have to get a win. They have to be willing to gamble just a bit.
Yeah, but maybe, but on this map, if your counterpart take really defensive setup, while you rush in, you take really high risk. In my past experience, I almost never see anyone rush in, capture the base. Sometimes we got it. Maybe some team they use the M13 and rush into their our team's defensive position and really make it a lot of chaos and everybody pushing and win that one. But it's really quite rare, I think. Quite rare.
It is.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, I feel like, to be honest with you guys, I mean, once we stop and examine what happened with team efficiency one more time, they took a 2-point lead. Maybe, I don't know, it kind of backfired on them just a
back
bit.
to the cliff. Maybe they're trying to test a new strategy. If they didn't do that one, maybe they already. Maybe quite only a guess. Yeah.
It's a little bit strange. I mean, it's the end of the day. We're all tired, I think. Let's see what happens on Thursday, guys.
Okay.
How about that? So that wraps it up for tonight's Wargaming.net League Gold Series. I'm Breaker.
Lisa Addison 99.
And I'm Skate Alpha.
We'll see you guys on Thursday.
Bye bye.
Have a good night.
Good night, guys.